Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Live League. My name is Ken Garofalo and today we're going to do a little bit of a review on recent news surrounding Tezos. So during this video, we're really going to touch on 5 main points. I'll be sure to put the exact time frame when these points are discussed in the description below. So first point is going to be we're hosting the Tezos Boston Meetup here in Boston on January 30th, 2019 from 6 to 8. I'll put all the links below for you guys to register, RSVP to that meetup. And secondly, Nomadic Labs has released 2 proposals to the Tezos protocol, amendment proposals, and we're going to go into a discussion forum and introduce you to those proposals and the pros and cons that are being discussed. And that's going to be on the discussion forum Kialo, if you're familiar with that. Third, we have an update. XTZ Tezos is now being accepted as payment on gift cards by Bidali. So this is kind of cool because you're able to use your XTZ to buy cards from hundreds of top brands. And fourth, we are going to go over Ledger's latest update where Ledger Live now supports Tezos. So that's huge. There's no manual interface. It's a user interface designed directly from Ledger in their normal Ledger Live store. You can download the Tezos wallet app there. And fifth, we are going to review an article by Jacob Arluck that goes into amending Tezos, traversing the amendment process. What exactly are the timetables, percentages, and just an overview of the whole process and how voting on Tezos actually works. So without further ado, let's hop right into it, guys. So right off the bat, just want to remind you guys, we are hosting the Tezos Boston Meetup here at District Hall on January 30th, which is next Wednesday, and this is going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. Feel free to come by, get some free swag, some free food, some free drinks, and listen to a few speeches. So we'll have Samuel Harrison of Tezos Commons Foundation coming to give a speech on LPOS, Liquid Proof of Stake, as well as the importance of community building. And then, of course, I'll just be opening up for Sam, giving a little introduction, possibly might even touch on a little bit on the amendment process and how that all works. Before leading into Sam's discussion. So hope to see you guys there on Wednesday, January 30th. And of course, we will be showing the video footage from the event afterwards. So stay tuned for that also. Okay, so topic 2 here. And most importantly, I love this topic because it's the first ever protocol amendment proposal being introduced to the Tezos chain. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So we have Nomadic Labs, which is an offshoot of the core dev team of Tezos. They've released an article here that says they are preparing their first amendment proposals, and they have 2 versions here. So let's dig a little bit deeper into what these proposals actually are. So the first proposal, let's just talk about this as proposal number 1. This is for an increase in the gas limit. So this is the amount of micro-Tez needed to be spent in order for a transaction to be completed or a smart contract to execute. So they want to increase that. The second one, proposal 2, we'll call that going forward. It also proposes this increased gas limit, but in addition, it also reduces the roll size. So there's your differentiation between the 2 proposals, is reducing the roll size with proposal number 2. These are very simple updates, and the main goal here is just to demonstrate that the Tezos Amendment Protocol actually works as it is supposed to, and it's a validation of the system working. I think this would be hugely positive if any of these pass quorum and get implemented into the chain, but it is quite a process as we'll get into. Let's go over timeframes further down the line in the video here. Let's just go into a little bit further detail on the discussion going on between these 2 proposals. So if you actually want to join the discussion, there is a forum called Kialo, which is a forum specifically designed to debate ideas such as these proposals. So you'll see here, there's already a number of pros and cons listed for the 2. Jumping on into proposal number 1, we see there's only pros listed, actually. So we have some comments here that are just generic. Some are pointing out that this would be a very small change, low risk, and help prove the validation of the government's protocol. So that's true. That's a very good point. So it still looks like we need a better input here. So I'm going to give you guys the link, and I hope that some of you watching will go over to the Kialo debate forum and give some of your input because we definitely need more pros and cons listed here. If we're going to get the certain percentage of voters to agree with this, I'd like to see more discussion. So, of course, we'll direct the community towards this link and have you guys join in on the discussion of these proposals. And now let's hop into proposal number 2. So again, this is for the increased gas limit and also the reduction of roll size. So this one does have some more comments. We actually see a lot of cons on this. Wow, I bet you that's maybe coming from some of the bakers that don't want anyone stepping on their territory. No, I kid. Let's dive into it and see what it actually is. Okay, so upon further reading into it, it is actually some controversy regarding reducing roll size. There's some claims that baking is a serious operation and maintains the stability of the network. They don't want to see the network slow down by having an unprofessional baker join and, let's say, miss blocks and maybe just reduce rewards based on missing of blocks and missing of endorsements. So at this point, I do see pushback from what could possibly be the baker community not wanting to reduce the roll size. So at this point, there's definitely more discussion on proposal number 2, and it looks like there's no cons currently listed for proposal number 1. So it accomplishes a main goal of just providing validity that the Tezos protocol governance system works. So that's why I'm personally going to vote yes on 1. Let's get that baby passed and through, show the validity of the network, and then we can move on to more serious discussions once the voting process matures and becomes more familiar to all the holders. All right, guys, and hopping into the next topic here. So we have gift cards by Bidali. So this is giftcards.bidali.com. We are here on the link. I'm going to obviously put this here on the screen. And this is where you're going to use your XTZ to buy gift cards from hundreds of top brands. So let's just see a little bit of what they're offering here. You'll see that gift cards are in US dollar amounts. Let's say wine and dine. Let's click here. Treat yourself to some great food with your XTZ. So it looks like they have different foods like Italian. So Maggiano's Little Italy. Let's see here. So you can buy a Maggiano's Little Italy gift card up to $100. And of course, you can pay in XTZ. So it looks like they have a bunch of different brands on here, a bunch of different gift cards. So this is huge for adoptions. This is similar to like a Bitcoin superstore, where that's maybe been around a little bit longer than this. I haven't heard of this one, gift cards by Bidali, but it certainly exists here. You could buy Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. So you can buy Starbucks with your Tezos indirectly. I mean, you're buying the gift card, but essentially you're still buying Tezos. You're able to buy coffee with your cryptocurrency, with your Tezos. So this is huge for adoptions. I love to see this, guys. Check it out, gift cards by Bidali. And the next update we have for you, the next topic is the Ledger Nano S is now compatible with Tezos. So this is pretty big news. They just released an article the other day. We see today that the Tezos wallet application is now public for Ledger Live users to download. So previously, the Tezos wallet application was only available in developer mode, meaning users needed to activate a specific setting in Ledger Live to be able to install it on the Ledger Nano S. Now that is no longer the case. It looks like there is now a default Tezos app for you to download for the Ledger Live compatibility matched with Tezos. So huge news. That's going to lead to greater adoption and greater security for the overall masses that may not be technically inclined to add maybe a line of code for previous developer mode. Now we have it available to the public. So awesome to see that. All right, guys, and diving into our last topic. So we have amending Tezos, traversing the amendment process. So it looks like the article here by Jacob outlines the overview of the Tezos Governance Mechanism. So as we know, a cycle is roughly 2.5 days. So for cycles 1 through 8, you have a proposal period. Any baker can submit a proposal as a hash of a tarball on a source code file. So bakers can upvote up to 20 proposals per proposal period. And the most upvoted proposals advance to the exploration vote period. So now we have cycles 9 through 16, and we're going to have that labeled the exploration vote period. Bakers can vote to test the top ranked, highest scoring proposal from the proposal period. If quorum is met, a supermajority, 80% of rolls votes yay by the end of the period, proposals advance to the testing period. So in the exploration vote period, cycles 9 through 16 of this process, you must reach the 80% quorum. So now we have the next period, the testing period. This is going to be cycles 17 through 24. a new test chain is forked out by the main chain for a period of 48 hours. An off-chain testnet matching the proposal can be used to evaluate the proposal for the remaining 7.3 cycles. So the next period after the testing period is the promotion vote period. So after the testing period, bakers can vote to promote the testnet chain to mainnet if a quorum is met and supermajority of roles 80% votes say yay. So it looks like a secondary vote needs to happen. This quorum, this 80% needs to hit again in order to have it pass to the final phase. So this in total takes 32 cycles times 2.5 days, gives us a total of, this 32 cycles gives us a total of roughly 80 days for this whole process to occur. And let's just go over the definition, the Tezos quorum. Again, this is that 80% figure. So at Genesis block 0, the Tezos quorum started at 80% of all rows. Quorum adjusted at the end of each voting period, exploration, promotion, based on the past participation. So there's a formula there on how they're generating this 80% quorum amount. So I'll leave it to the formula to do the explaining there. And I will also provide links. You'll be able to read into this yourself by just going into the article and finishing the explanation of the separate periods by Jacob. All right, guys, I know that was a lot to fit into this jam-packed video here, but the links are going to be available in the description area for you guys to explore the rest of these topics on your own. Again, cryptocurrency is like a rabbit hole. The more you start learning, the more you want to find out. And then, believe me, there is a wealth of information. So keep reading, keep learning, follow these links, participate in the conversations and debate forums. And I hope to see you guys at the next Tezos Boston meetup. Thanks again. Until next time, guys, my name is Ken Garofalo. Thank you for watching Crypto Live League. Don't forget to check out cryptoliveleague.org and attention mine some CLO. Until next time, take care.